Okay, so last year we had a demo by different attendees of camp, and people who knew other martial arts came up and showed some things. I thought it was kind of fun. It was fun to watch everyone show off what they knew and the things they knew. Jordan even did a dance. It was great. That was a lot of fun. So I thought this year maybe we'll just have the instructors show a little bit what they know, and I asked them if they would just show anything that they felt comfortable with. If they know other things besides DZR, great. If they want to show some DZR, great. Just for us to enjoy their skill. So that's all that is. If you think it's a great idea, let me know. If you don't think it's a great idea, let me know.
Let the DIT know.
Yeah, feedback is great. So enjoy. Why don't we have Pastor E go first?
Yeah? Oh, really? Pressure. Always ready. Always ready, always ready.
And so each person would just talk a little bit about what they're planning on doing before you do it.
I suppose that I should. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of Chinese martial arts stuff. I'm going to do Xingyi, which is one of the 3 larger internal systems. There's others, but Xingyi, Bagua, and Taiji are considered the main internal systems that Chinese martial arts has to offer. Xingyi, by and large, I'll show a couple of short pieces, are very short, like to the point pieces. They were originally used as exercises to teach the military to issue power, you know, both empty hand and with weapons. And then later kind of evolved from there into other stuff. Fairly simple, but like many simple things can be subtle and difficult, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. One of my own preferences in martial arts is simple yet difficult. That speaks to my persona a little more than some other things. I'm going to do just a couple of really simple pieces, and then I'll do Basher, which is sort of considered the most complicated form that you like do for performances like this. And it's not actually, you don't spend most of your time working on that. It's just considered a little more showy than the rest. Most of them look more like this. There's 5 basic elements. This one's the first. It's considered the base. It has basic pulling, it has entering, and it has cutting as a basic power issuing thing. Zhuan is the second element. It's the water element, and it flows around and upwards. And then, if you notice, most of these are just repetitive movements over and over again. This is Bang. Very simple. The idea is to develop good short power. Pow. One of the things, you know, is that a lot of, in our system, the applications actually are not mostly strikes, even though it looks this way. They're actually, this is, look familiar, putting somebody up against the wall and tossing them. That's actually in Bang can be done as an elbow break as opposed to a strike. It's just power showing. This is pulling someone down, entering in, they block, catch the arm, break. You know, so whether it's a break, a throw, or whatever. This is Hong. washer, and then it's the longer form. Now with a little more oomph.
Sensitive.
I teach all of my students how to juggle. And what I realized years ago was a lot of the things that go into good juggling is good martial arts. Because they focus on relaxation, breathing, good posture, concentration, mindfulness, all kinds of cool stuff. And so basically I teach everyone the simple underhand cascade, which is this. This is the easiest one to do because you've got one thing to worry about, the ball in the air. You've got two balls in each hand, and this ball goes up, it comes down, there's now going to be two, and you don't want that, so you throw this one up, and this one lands. And so your hands do this little thing, but you've got to relax. What happens to people is they start juggling like this and they start running. And so the idea is you're trying to get them to relax, hang out, get hand and body control. So I've taught this several times at combat camps. And one, it's a win for most people because in half an hour you can get to be a juggler. There's no difference between someone who gets 1, 2, 3, 4 in the air and someone who does it for an hour and a half. You're both jugglers because you've got everything in control right here, and after 2 or 3 throws, that level of control you started with is gone. So by this time, either you've got it or you haven't. And so you're a juggler, regardless of whether you go on for 20 minutes. And that's a win. And so I teach them the technique so that they can take it home, practice it, but the better you can relax, be focused, and that mindfully focused but soft focused eyes, because you don't want to follow the balls like this because you lose track. So you have that broad view and the balls just go up and you watch them but don't watch them. So this is the easiest thing to do. You can talk to people, you can look at people, and you can still juggle. I'm not a good juggler, so please don't expect to be entertained. But this is a skill that reflects back into your martial art. It helps. And for anybody above 4, they think it's cool. Below 4, catching 1 ball is impossible. So what's 3? Above 5 or so, now catching a ball is possible. Now 2 balls at once, that's impressive. But below that, no. So I'll show you some of the things that you can do besides the underhand cascade. Here's the underhand cascade, because the balls are being thrown under each other, and you can throw over like that. And like I say, I'm not a good juggler, but I know how to do it. So, and who saw where the other one?
Right at your foot.
Ah, there we go. So you can practice that. You're throwing that now that not rather than this, you're doing this. So it's boom, boom, boom. So you can, this is always a fun one. Now, I'm about 50% on this. So you can throw it, you can also throw one, oops, throw one up and start the ball that way. But once again, you have to relax. If you're tense, you can't get there. So you're constantly focusing on relaxing your shoulders, relaxing, breathing well, keeping erect, good stance, hand and eye control. You don't want to use your arms to throw the ball. You want to use your wrist. So it's a wrist practice. Good jugglers tend to throw the ball in a plane. You don't want to start chasing the ball. Many times you see people start juggling and they start running away because the ball, they let the ball roll off their fingers and it goes out there. You want to keep the ball in a plane. Let's see what else. There's underhand cascade. This is the shower. No, this is the fountain. So you can also trade back and forth. I don't do that very well. The hardest 3-ball trick there is this one. And that's the one everybody wants to play with. You can do this with both hands and do 4, but even that gets tricky because you have to make the balls go all the same time. And so small errors in your throw make it difficult. So juggling is a cool thing to know. It helps your martial arts.